In order to homeschool: a table to do the work on, some storage, and a bookshelf to hold your books. And I was homeschooled my whole life, and we were homeschooled on a dining room table with 2 of my other siblings. And then when I was 12, when I was mostly studying by myself, I just had a desk and, a place for my pens and notebooks. So can you homeschool in a small space? Most definitely, most definitely. Don't be discouraged to homeschool if you don't have your own dedicated homeschool room. And for the actual teaching part, you can stand in front of your child or sit beside them. I've been homeschooled sitting on stairs, on the ground, and you don't have to be strict with it. In this video, I want to share my homeschool tour, storage tour. And some of you might be watching this and say, oh, you don't have that much stuff, or some of you may be watching and say, wow, you have a lot of stuff. So I just want to put a disclaimer that I'm not trying to brag or show off or anything. I actually love watching these types of videos on YouTube, so I thought I'd share my own space. So I'm going to start here at the homeschool cupboard, and it's where I store all of the homeschool materials that I need, like arts, crafty things as well. I'll try to link everything in the description box, but a lot of the things I would say I got, secondhand, thrifting, and also at the dollar store. So at the top, I have this fake IKEA plant. In this corner, I have painting materials and some chalk. In the back there is beads for beading necklaces, and right there, that pink thing is my label maker. And in this box, I have extra supplies like extra tape and glue sticks, Velcro, things like that. And then on this side, I have things to create letter games. So in this container, I have Montessori letters. They're wooden and they're lowercase. So I had to put my daughter in the carrier so I can use both of my hands. Next, in here, I have these letter clips, so wooden letters attached to these laundry clips. And then in there, I just have a glue gun and X-Acto knife. In here, I have, what are these called? Magnetic letters. And here is a frog phonics. I'll insert a clip of how it works, and it comes with a bunch of all of the letters like this. So for every letter, it has a special song that it plays when you insert it. It's really fun. I got it for my son when he was 2, and he really loves it. K says every K. The next thing up here is a letter puzzle, which I also got when my son just turned 2. Next thing I have here is this money pattern cards. There's cards to practice adding up Canadian money. Here is a wooden, not wooden, it's cardboard, a cardboard color wheel that I created, and using clothespins, my son matches the color on the wheel. So that was the top shelf. Next, going down here, this is the section where I keep all the different manipulatives I have. Oh, oops, sorry, this tape usually goes up there. So let's start going over this drawer here. So the first thing I have up here are the necklaces that my son has made, and then here are some pins. Next thing are wooden cubes. Next are these wooden clips and these paper clips. And then down here are those plastic coins that came with that box that I showed you over there. Up top here are some poker chips. Next things are these pom-poms and these bells. And down there are rocks that my son has collected from the playground and he brought home, and I said, why not keep them? Here I have some straws, plastic straws that I cut up. And then here are buttons. These buttons are from Amazon. They're just plastic buttons with a lot of different colors. So in this box, I have counting materials. So for example, I would put like the number 1 here and the number 2 here, and he would put like one of these manipulatives into each of these. These are actually popsicle makers, and I would do similarly for the cups, like put the number and then he would fill it, type of thing. And just have an empty container here. Oh, and I also have these old paint jars, and then I would put the number here and then he would put the quantity of pom-poms in. So this was 1 and this was 0. This was probably 4 or something. So, and I don't necessarily like put a sticker on it to say, you know, what quantity should be put in. I usually have like an index card with a number on it and place this on top of the index card, and that kind of signifies, oh, you know, you put 1 in there and so on. This is a pill container, which I also do like a counting activity with. Over on this section is some books. Here I have these paints with water that I got from Facebook Marketplace. At the top there's just paint swatches, and you just dip the paint into here and then paint it, but my son's not really into that. He gets frustrated when he doesn't get enough paint. So, and my son is 3 for reference, 3.5. These are some sticker books that I bought a long time ago that I have a lot of missing stickers. Here is a coloring book and some dot stickers, which are good for, I'll try to insert like a video of my son putting like dots on a letter. He's done like the letter X, A, M, and so on. He really likes doing that. And here are some, oh, like the letter and then the picture. I plan on doing like some activities where he like jumps on them, or because they're so big, they can be put on the floor or something like that. And here is another coloring book that was given to him as a gift. Here is some glue, and here are like extra pencils, and I have paintbrushes in here, scissors, pens, pencils, glue sticks. Yeah, just a catch-all, I would say. And here is the flashcard container. These ones are shapes. These ones are numbers. This one is one that I created on Canva, and actually these flashcards, like for the letter A, for example, because my son's name's Amir, I have a picture of him on it. And then I have the word Amir here and then the letter behind it, and it's like that for each. Daddy. And then M for mommy. So yeah, I can share a video on how I created these flashcards. The next thing here is colors flashcard, and then another like word letter flashcards, and then here is lowercase flashcards. Then in here I have various cards. I labeled this box various cards because it has these alphabet cards, which has the letter and a picture, lowercase and uppercase. I have activities where I give them the lowercase and then match it with the uppercase, for example. I have these IKEA ones, but I haven't used them yet. And then I have these brown bear printables. Next I have these index cards, and then these cards are actually I use them for, like, I would tape with some painter's tape on the floor the letters or numbers. I have A, 3. I would tape these on the floor and then in a circle, and then he would try to match these pieces of paper to the painter's tape on the floor. Another flashcard set, and then here I printed off this Teachers Pay Teachers activity of different items that are made of like plastic, rock, so that he can match what materials are made of. Sorry, I have to go see what my daughter's up to. Finally, the last thing in here are these felt balls. So in this bottom section, I have crafting materials. So here are foam Halloween themed materials. Here are various foam shapes. Here are felt, just pieces of square felt. And back there I have some plastic straws. My daughter is asleep now, so we'll probably hear less baby crying in the background. So in this section here, I have my son's pencil boxes. This one has some pencils and crayons, and then this one has markers. And then here I have a numbers matching activity. So it has these wooden rods that you can stick, and they're all different heights. And then you'd put these wooden rings corresponding to each number that you see here. He hasn't done this yet. I bought it recently from Facebook Marketplace. And then back here are cardboard parking spaces because I had an activity where he would put the cars and then we'd count how many are on each of these cardboard spaces. But I plan to use them not just for cars, but also for any type of toy that he has. Here are some Melissa and Doug lacing cards that I thrifted. And I think that is everything on this top part of the cupboard. Now I'll move on to the bottom part. Oh, I'll show what are in these drawers. So in this drawer, I have some of my notebooks that I keep here. And then this is like a watercoloring, like a big mat for water painting that I got from a KiwiCo subscription box that I only bought one time to see what the hype was about. And then here I have these pegs to fit in this peg. Well, they're actually games, but we use it for like just to put in for fun. So I had to refilm the two bottom cupboards because my video would have been too long. So here I'm showing you what's inside both of those. You can pause to look more in detail of what I have. On this side, I have this shapes poster that I bought as a bundle from Etsy. It had shapes, numbers, alphabet, and then I just printed this one at Walmart. And here I just have an alphabet board, and here I have a magnetic board to practice writing. The magnets come up when you slide this pen over it. And then down here I just have some baskets for activities later and a puzzle. And then in this closet I store some puzzles. That's all I store really in here in terms of homeschool. So this is kind of our family's utility closet. There wasn't enough space in the homeschool cupboard to keep his puzzles, so this is where I keep them all. I'll show you here all the puzzles that he has. These three bottom shelves are my son's books. On this section I have the library books, but there's no organization to it really, except that the bottom shelf are more like baby books, I would say, besides the Dr. Seuss books. And here are some like paint books, I guess. So there's pictures in it, and then you use a brush to paint over them. Yeah, they're called Water Wow books. So I got them because we were traveling and I was looking on some activities to do on the plane. And then this is sort of my shelf where I keep some of my books. And then up here I have some stuff I use for homeschooling. So in this file folder I have stickers and construction paper. I also put in my son's finished drawings in here as well. And then here is Amir's workbook. So anything that he I print off like an activity, and then I keep them in here. I no longer put them in this plastic file paper holder. I just hole punch them and then put them there to save using those. And then in this file folder is matching activities. A lot of them is from JDA's preschool. I forgot the name of it now. A lot of them came from there, but a lot of them I created myself or I got from somewhere else, but these are just different matching activities. This is one I created. So I'm 3 years old. My birthday's on August 19. I live in Canada. I really love that one. The next file folder I have are counting activities. So again, these are mostly to do with counting and number recognition. Here's one. And then here I just have an empty planner and then another planner. And then here is preschool math at home. It's like sort of activities you can do with your child to practice counting. I just have more like activity type books. I have this sticker book and then this notebook that I use to take out with me if he wants to do like coloring while we're waiting for something. And then here's just an empty binder that has nothing in it. That's everything actually for the homeschool storage tour, I guess. I hope you found some inspiration on the materials and the organization. Thanks for watching. Bye.